Today, we will talk about why we should use trading indicators to conduct our trading. Let's first look at these questions. Why do we always lose money? Why we always choose the wrong trading direction? Why good news and strong financial data, but the stock price falls instead? Why do I clearly see the right direction, but it's hard to hold it firmly? When I decide to hold for a long time, but the stock price doesn't rise at all, when should I stop making a profit? And when should I maximize my profits? I believe these questions are the common confusions we often encounter. Let's first analyze as retail investors. What are our weaknesses compared to the main force? First, our capital is limited. We can't diversify our investments. And even if we hold for a long time, it's hard to get huge returns. Secondly, our resources and knowledge are limited. The news we get is lagging behind, and the channels to obtain information are very limited. When the news reaches our ears, the news may have been repeatedly processed or even reflected in the stock price. So when we enter the market, it's already too late. Thirdly, our mentality is easily influenced by emotions and various news influences. Wall Street has various supercomputers. When a certain news comes out, they have quickly reacted and taken action. Fourthly, time is actually not favorable for us retail investors. Many people say, I can invest regularly or hold for a long time. But even so, you can still lose money. So why should we use trading indicators to trade and learn technical analysis? Firstly, trading with indicators is not a new thing. In Livermore's era, earning profits through indicator trading has been repeatedly proven to be effective. Second, candlestick charts and prices never lie, whether it's bank analysts or what the news says. The intentions of the main funds will be reflected in the price. So by looking at the K line and indicators, we can judge the intentions of the main players and price trends. So we can avoid trading stocks by intuition or luck. Thirdly, by trading with indicators, we can use our funds more flexibly. Let's talk about value investing, the topic of value investing and speculation. Many people think that value investing as opposites to each other, thinking value investing is moral and speculation is immoral. I don't agree with this view. Trading is just trading. We don't need to bring any emotional color. There is also a view that value investing is always profitable and short-term speculation always loses money. My answer is no. Let's take an example of AMD. I believe many people think that AMD is an excellent company. It is indeed an excellent company. But if in these 4 years hold AMD for a long time or invest in AMD regularly, you can't make money from this stock or even suffer severe losses. But if you follow trading indicators in this stock, you will unstick band trading. You may actually get a very large return. Microsoft is a well-recognized high-quality company. Evans, if you hold it for a long time, this place, or invest regularly, you will gain nothing in these 13 years or even lose money. Many people may say that. I bought it in these places. I will hold it all the time. It will always rise. But those who bought in these places and those who bought in these places after waiting for several years, there is no return and you waste a lot of time. How many 13 years can we wait for it? On the contrary, if we use indicators to do band trading, let's look at this chart. Here is 1998 to May 99. Here, a signal was issued. Then the stock price fell from the highest point, reaching the lowest point in March 2009. So through indicators, we can avoid a decade-long predicament by ourselves. Let's talk about why the data of our indicators is based on the 3 times S&P ETF and why we invest in large cap indices rather than individual stocks. There are several reasons and several advantages. Let's talk about them separately. Based on years of experience, investing in market indices can obtain more stable returns and avoid risks individual stocks are prone to. Unexpected black swan events. At the same time, individual stocks are easily influenced by the main funds and dealers. They can control the rise or fall of stocks because the size of the index fund is very large. No funds can control the trend of the market. It must be a consensus of the market to jointly push up or down the stock price. Although investing in large cap index funds relatively low risk, the returns are relatively low. So based on comprehensive consideration of returns and risks, trade in 3 times S&P 500 or triple the NASDAQ index and position management to achieve a balance between risk and return. If you master technical analysis and indicators well, the return from investing in index funds is not lower than investing in stocks, but also better control risks. Focusing on large cap index funds, what are the advantages? First, we don't need to analyze various financial data, financial reports, and we don't need to pay special attention to the trend of a particular industry. We only need to focus on trends and economic cycles. This way, we can avoid many risks of investing in stocks and the risks of targets, such as financial reports or industry cyclical adjustments. Here we use a few examples to illustrate. This is NVIDIA from June 2024 to June 2025. As you can see, if you buy at this point, you basically won't get any return for a whole year. The trend of the semiconductor ETF from July 2024 to June 2025, due to the cyclical nature of the semiconductor industry, if you encounter a cyclical adjustment in the industry. Even if you invest in a single industry ETF, you may still suffer losses. Let's look at another example. SMCI was very, very popular in 2024, but if you invest in this stock, you may encounter financial report bombshells or financial data fraud, which will lead to stock price crash. These are all unpredictable for us. Considering all these factors, investing in a broad index fund can bring us a very stable mentality. In my opinion, having a stable mindset to succeed in the stock market and create stable returns. Finally, wish everyone can succeed in the stock market.